presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind on this rainy afternoon. Hey, that's okay. We've been needing the rain, and, well, it also brought down the temperature a bit. So it's welcomed as far as I'm concerned. Hey, I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. The show is What's on Your Mind. You get to call in. We chat about topics of the day, whatever I bring up, whatever you bring up. It's kind of determined by you what we chat about. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. What's on Your Mind is brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks & Boss Drug Store, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, and Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping. So, hey, just a quick program note. We're here just for the 1 o'clock hour today, because at 2 o'clock we will be switching over to Pirate baseball as they take on the Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee, trying to bounce back from that 14-0 drubbing they got last night. So, just 1 hour of What's on Your Mind today. So, give me a buzz. Okay, couple things on my list. Again, it's my list. There's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. We'll talk about that as well. So I don't know if you're familiar with the Kennedy Honors. So the Kennedy Center down in Washington, D.C., once a year they host what is known as the Kennedy Honors. And so it's people in the entertainment industry that are honored. They, there's usually a dinner at the White House, and then there's, people up on stage talking about how great they are at the Kennedy, and, highlights their, and it's a nice program. And the recipients, they vary, from all aspects, all corners of the entertainment industry. Well, President Trump has announced this year's honorees. By the way, I don't know the exact date. It usually takes place in December when the event takes place. But country singer George Strait and Sylvester Stallone is another honoree. Michael Crawford, beautiful tenor voice that he has, probably best known for Phantom of the Opera. Gloria Gaynor will be honored. Might know her best from her hit single, I Will Survive. And then the group Kiss will be honored as well. President Trump said he's going to host the program, which is unusual. But I guess, when it comes to President Trump, is really anything unusual anymore. And how that hosting is going to take place, I honestly don't know. I mean, there usually is one MC that kind of ties everything together, and then each honoree that is introduced by somebody other than the MC. And each honoree has a different introducer, if that's even a word. So anyway, looking forward to seeing that this year. We'll stay in Washington, D.C. So National Guard has been deployed in Washington, D.C. They're talking about arrests that have been made. And to me, the information that is coming out over this is really kind of sparse. Yeah, they're saying, got a couple people on murder warrants and drug warrants and this and that. And, you know, it was my understanding that the National Guard was not going to have arresting powers. They could hold a suspect until police came to read their Miranda rights and cuff them and formally arrest. So the figures that were released about arrests taking place overnight, I don't know how they came to that. I really don't. But the White House is also announced, you know, they're going after homeless encampments. A lot of them have been cleaned up already, I understand. A few more to go. But the administration, and I do want your comments on this, it says homeless have two options. They can go to facilities and ask for help, or they can go to jail. So I understand, you know, pushing, urging, go to different facilities, social services, I guess, to get counseling or help with the idea of getting off the streets and maybe becoming productive members of society, we'll say. I can understand that, but under what reasoning will somebody go to jail? That I don't know either. You know, if I'm homeless and I'm just minding my own business sitting on a park bench, how does that translate to me going to jail? I don't know. You know, but anyway, that's what's been announced out of Washington now. Texas Democrats are returning to the state of Texas. They feel they've made their point. They've delayed voting on the redistricting plan in Texas. I'll say feel safe to come back to Texas now. In the meantime, the Texas Senate did pass the redistricting because two Democrats actually showed up and stayed in chambers, allowing a quorum, allowing a vote to take place. So Governor Abbott, though, has said, you know, Friday, when the current special 30-day session expires, he will call a new session to yet again put additional legislation on the agenda. So the redistricting, even though the Senate passed it, it still has to pass the House, which they haven't been able to vote on, and then it has to be signed by Governor Abbott. So your thoughts there as well. This next one, I guess it's kind of a cautionary tale for not just Pennsylvania, but the rest of the country. So New Jersey, just to our east, a neighboring state, back in June, everybody was seeing anywhere from a 17 to a 20% increase in their electric bills. The Board of Public Utilities had approved a rate increase and basically say, well, it's supply and demand for the rate increase. There's not enough supply to fulfill the demand. So Republicans are, and especially Jack Ciattarelli, he's the Republican nominee for governor because current Governor Phil Murphy is term limited. So, but Jack Ciattarelli is blaming the current governor Phil Murphy for the high prices in electric due to him shutting down nuclear and coal power plants in the state of New Jersey with no replacement in place nothing in place to pick up the slack of energy production. Mickey Sherrill, she's the Democrat nominee for governor, and other Democrats are blaming the owners of the grid, say they're ripping us off and refusing to connect to new projects. Now, of course, they don't say what those new projects are. Could it be windmills? I don't know. Could it be solar power? I don't know. But so there is this big debate. It might play a hand in not only the governor's race this November, but in the 2026 midterms. So kind of, here in Pennsylvania, we're kind of looking at this same dilemma. We've got coal plants that have been shut down across the state. We just had a big announcement a month or so ago. Senator Dave McCormick and President Trump was in town for of the $85 billion investment into Pennsylvania because of data centers coming, which are going to need power. They're going to need energy. So that was all part of that summit that took place a month or so ago here in Pittsburgh. What to do with that, how to generate it. And, of course, a lot of it has to do with natural gas. But, there's still going to be a need for a lot of electric. There is talk of, and I think has been approved, starting up 3 Mile Island for the purpose of supplying energy to some data centers out in the eastern part of the state. So, I don't know, kind of look at New Jersey as a cautionary tale. Are we going to be facing the same thing in the future? Or is maybe Pennsylvania ahead of the curve and we're looking at other options to get in place, such as increased natural gas for generating electricity? And I don't know, maybe coal in some shape or form. So that's pretty much on my list. If there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. Would love to hear from you. 724-438-4593 is the number to dial into. I'm close enough that I'm just going to go ahead and take a little break and give you time to dial those 10 digits. Both lines are open, and we'll chat right after this.
Pizza Kings in Connellsville is your go-to lunch and dinner spot with a full menu of mouth-watering pizzas and so much more. Using a deck oven helps our pizzas stay extra crisp, so if you haven't tried a slice lately, what are you waiting for? From our 50-slice King Carnivore to veggie pizzas and even pickle pizzas, Pizza King has the pie to match your taste. Pizza Kings, 1046 Morrell Avenue in Connellsville. Call 724-626-8343 or visit pizzakingswithaz.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Well, warmer days are ahead, the kind of days when you'll be enjoying your deck or patio again, especially with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturers and customer guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Lifetime Awnings, 724-554-6067. Call for a no-cost or obligation home consultation or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borch Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Just got our first call of the afternoon. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hey, Russ, it's Jake. How are you?
Good, Jake, yourself?
Happy to be here.
Good.
Listening to the news, and obviously it's been a big giant dilemma with the Texas Democrats running away to various places.
Right.
And you're not going to gerrymander. And we've had the, whatever you want to call them, Democrats, liberals, leftists. The Stephen Colbert pointed out to the governor of Illinois, look, your map looks like this, buddy.
Yeah.
What are you complaining about? And I think maybe the Margaret Brennan did it to him as well. And, okay, so here's my question for you.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up. Just hearing the news, and it's been bugging me, and I'm going, wait, I don't remember anything in the Constitution that it says you have to do it like this, or you have to do it like that. Do you recall anything? I mean, obviously I could get my pocket Constitution out of the glove box,
Well,
but I haven't yet.
The only thing that it really speaks to is the districts have to be fairly close in population.
Population. Yeah.
You know, so it really doesn't say you got to make it, even. It's now here in Pennsylvania, the courts have ruled that you got to try and keep it semi-close anyway. But other than Constitution, just districts have to be evenly created.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I know it's not also going to be difficult, but we know what each side does, and they both do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Right, this isn't going to work for Montana because they have one representative.
Yeah, and same with Delaware.
In Delaware, West Virginia has 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. But what's Pennsylvania have? 67 counties. Ohio has 88.
But we've got. Oh, now heck, I can't remember anymore. Is it 14? Representatives we have?
Yeah, I think, we're right there.
Yeah, 14.
So what I'm proposing is I hate to say this word, but bipartisan, common sense people, look at the gosh darn map of your state.
Yeah.
And each state figure it out. First, look at the counties. Okay, right. We have too many counties. We can't have a representative for each county. But do that area, right, and keep it, because counties a lot of time are similar, right?
Yeah.
Fayette County, okay, different from Allegheny County, but Fayette County, I don't know, similar to Butler County up in the north. And I'm saying, start with the counties, looking at the map, and go from there. There's a bunch in the middle and north of this.
I think that's exactly, I think they do that at the start anyway. And so this is where the term gerrymandering comes in. I know, but some of the Republican talking points on this is, okay, like in Illinois, there are 17 congressional districts. Republicans have 3 out of that. But in the general election, Donald Trump got 46 or 47% of the vote. So their argument is, okay, shouldn't that congressional distribution be closer to 50-50 then in Illinois? And so that's the argument there.
And if you've ever been outside of Chicago, you know that there's, I don't want to say so much hillbillies, but there's rednecks in Illinois.
Sure.
There's farmland in Illinois, right? Chicago's, ridiculously large. Okay, I get it. But a lot of the rest of the state has nothing to do with Chicago. It's like the western part of Maryland wanting to secede from Maryland because we have nothing in common with Baltimore.
Correct.
Right? They do what they do down there and the surrounding areas, and over here in Cumberland and Oakland, we're not anything like you people.
Right.
Right? Somehow, and I guess that's the sticking point, like you said. In the start, they kind of look at that, but then it turns into this, where there's a sliver cut out, and it goes down and goes over here. But you know what? Maybe you got to keep it in some kind of latitudinal and longitudinal lines. Like, if you need more people, okay, you can go a little bit outside of this, right, to make it, quote-unquote, even. Like, West Virginia's hard because you have the pieces sticking out over here and over there, and a big chunk in the middle, and you only got 3 to begin with.
Right.
It's hard. I think we could do a much better job in Pennsylvania. Because certain places, the way it's done,
so again, with the population thing, we'll bring in Pennsylvania here. So, Congressman Reschenthaler, his district is huge. If you've looked at the map, his district is huge. There is, and I don't know which district it is, over in Philadelphia. It's roughly, it's within the city, and it's 10 square blocks.
It's like
it's the same population as what Congressman Reschenthaler's is.
Right. And I don't want that inner city district to keep reaching out a little bit and a little bit further, only going in one direction to take over the rural areas, right? Because that population center that you're starting from has so much power. It's like Pennsylvania and Philadelphia and Alabama in the middle, as James Carville said, right? But so those power centers of all the population, densely populated, are reaching out into rural areas and changing that areas. You feel like, I have no representation. I have nothing in common with Summer Lee. an anti-Semitic, half a communist, right? But her, right, when they redo it, we keep inching out over here and over here and over here. And it's, I don't know, I don't have the answer. I would like to see something better.
And the Supreme Court has basically ruled on this, saying, you know what, this is not this is not something that the Supreme Court can take a look at. This is all states' business.
It's not our purview, right?
Right.
But can some and there you go. Okay, if that's the deal with the Supreme Court, which I agree with, because I think now I'm remembering what you said about the Constitution. I'm saying you can't have any districts that look like any funky letters. Like you can have an O, right, to take up this area, but you can't have a J. It makes a big crossbar over here.
The one district in Illinois, to me, looks like a cat sitting down with its tail wrapped around, coming up back over its head.
How? I'm saying maybe the state Supreme Court has to step in and say, guys. But it would have to go through the legislature for the state court to rule on it. So, okay, well, thank you for not figuring out anything, Ross. I really appreciate
I know.
it.
It's one of those things that, you and I get to sit here and complain about. We can maybe make suggestions, but in the end, we're powerless for the most part.
And like most issues, I think everybody needs to, the governor, the president, whoever's in charge big time has to put a point person on something. You know what? You don't do much else and go over here and figure this out.
Yeah.
Because
well,
the problem.
Pennsylvania, they do use a bipartisan committee when they look at the new districts every 10 years based off of the census. And I can't remember if 2020 went to the courts. It might have been 2010 where it went to the courts. Somebody sued because they didn't like what what
they come up with.
The nonpartisan committee came up with. They didn't and went to the courts, and then the courts changed it. So it was we should have had new lines, new districts drawn for the 2012 elections, which would have been both Congress in Washington and also our state representatives and senators.
Right.
We should have had those in 2012, but because of all those lawsuits that took place, we didn't get to do that until 2014. It was delayed 2 years.
Yeah, right. And it's like, okay, all the kids are fighting and they're giving mom the business and everything, and dad has to come home and lay down the law.
Yep.
We need dad to come home and lay down the law on this issue.
So, all righty.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Jake, thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Hey, both lines are open, 724-438-4593. So, yeah, I don't know the date. I think it goes back to the 1800s. And the governor of, I believe it was Massachusetts, and his name was Gerry, Gerry, I believe was part of the last name. But he's considered the first one to have redrawn districts to the benefit of, his election and his party. And so that's where the term gerrymandering came from. So it dates back to, I believe it's the late 1800s on that, like 1880s comes to mind. I might be wrong on that, but that's what comes to mind. So I don't know what the answer is. I don't, unless really, you have bipartisan committee. You take it out of the hands of the lawmakers as a whole, but you have a bipartisan committee that puts the new districts together. You try and do it as evenly as possible. I understand, you're not going to get 50-50. You're just not. but it's time to get rid of the, 90-10 splits in either direction. Maybe a 60-40 you might have to do. I understand that. But you certainly don't have to do a 90-10 or an 80-20 on party distribution. So, but again, you come back to the bipartisan committee, and whatever they come out with, that's it. You can't challenge it. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer. I can understand the committee going, okay, this is our idea, this is our plan, this is our districts, this is how it's laid out, this is how we came to this. And I can understand, okay, maybe doing with some outside input at that point in time, some tweaks here and there, maybe. But once that committee says this is it, well, that's it. That's it. Maybe that's the answer on that. I don't know. Your thoughts? What do you think? 724-438-4593. Hey, I want to go back to yesterday a little bit because I fear I did not, on my end, explain maybe well enough to certain callers when I was talking about a noise coming over my headphones, hurting my ears, and it was pointed out that, well, Brian doesn't have problems when he broadcasts a basketball game. See, maybe you just let me the role of headphones, what they're designed for, is to block out, to mute out outside noises, external noises, so that the information that's coming across the inside of my headphones reaches my ears without outside external influences. So when Brian is at a basketball game, he's talking to his co-announcer through a microphone and headphones. The crowd noise is muted. He's not hearing it. All he's hearing is the voice of his fellow broadcaster coming over the inside of his headphones. So the headphones I wear here in the studio are doing the same thing. I don't hear the traffic going outside on the street. I don't hear sirens coming past the studio. All I hear is your voice when you call. All I hear is the voice of somebody else in the studio when they're speaking into another microphone. Yes, I have controls here. I can control the volume of what I hear. In fact, I always have to turn it down after TJ does the news. It doesn't prevent high-pitched noises from coming through directly into my ears. And it hurts. It's distracting. So if you don't like the fact that I cut somebody off because of noise that's coming from their end, well, I'm sorry. 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. Let's get another call before my next break, huh?
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, sir.
Hi, it's Mark calling.
How you doing, Mark?
Hey, I heard the story about the barge company along the river.
Yeah, Heartland Fabrication.
Heartland. Well, did you say that they want to build another facility along the river here?
I did not say that.
Okay, I thought I heard a story about that they wanted to build another one.
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Okay, because I thought the Hillbilly was saying something about that they wanted to build another facility along the river.
Mm-hmm.
But if they was looking for a port facility, the Isabella mine is there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a port facility.
Okay.
I don't know if they're looking for, I don't know how true the story is.
Yeah.
But that was designated a port. Fact is, they still let the tipple up down there so that it's like grandfathered in.
Uh-huh.
If anybody wanted to use that as a port, they could use it.
Okay.
Because they don't allow ports along the river anymore. I guess the environmentalists. You can't get a permit anymore.
Okay.
But a lot of these mines that were old, they still have permits for a port. If you want to, dock some, I guess, industrial stuff there.
Okay.
So if anybody want to pass, if they're looking for, the Heartlands look for that facility. I mean, there's one only 3 miles down the road from them.
Good.
Long Isabel.
Uh-huh. All right. Yeah. No, I have not heard. I'll have to ask my son. I don't see him too often because he works at night.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if he's heard anything about that.
Okay, Russ.
Yeah. All righty.
All right. That's all I got for today.
All right, Mark. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Hey, to the caller on line 2, I got to take a quick break, but I promise you are first up right after this, so hang in there, and we'll chat soon.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling are the ones to call when you need a dumpster. Red Rooster offers fast, friendly service and provides medium-sized dumpsters that will fit your needs, whether it's a general remodeling project, emptying a house, or doing a summer or fall cleanout. Just call Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling at 724-569-0337 for rates and availability. Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling in Smithfield also offers a 5% military discount. Call 724-569-0337 and look for the Red Rooster.
Is your home feeling too hot? Don't sweat it. Economy Furnace Heating and Air is here to help you keep your cool. Our partnership with Amana provides top-quality air conditioning systems designed for optimal performance and energy efficiency. The best part? You don't have to break the bank to be cool. With easy financing options, upgrade your system today and pay over time with low monthly payments, 0% interest for qualified buyers, and no hidden fees. No upfront costs and fast approval. Don't let a malfunctioning or outdated unit leave you sweltering. Experience the difference a professionally installed and maintained cooling system can make. Whether you need a tune-up, repair, or a new unit, Economy Furnace Heating and Air offers comprehensive HVAC services to keep you comfortable year-round. Call Economy Furnace Heating and Air today at 724-438-4575. Ask about our summer specials and make your dream of a cool home a reality.
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
Black and gold up on their feet, terrible towels swirling.
When you listen here, you get all the excitement of Steelers football.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rob King brings you the play-by-play along with Max Starks and Missy Matthews.
Where would you rather be?
The only place to be on game day is the Pittsburgh Steelers Audio Network.
It's game 2 of the preseason as the Steelers host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Saturday night at 7 o'clock on your Steelers station, 590 and 101.1 WMBS.
The Story Square Summer Concert Series continues Thursday night, 5:30 to 7:30. This week, there'll be music from the VFW Post 8543 Band and food from Desi's Daughters. And of course, we at WMBS will be on hand. Josh Krysak and TJ DeStefano will be broadcasting live from 5 to 7. Enjoy the talents of musicians and businesses throughout the summer and celebrate community spirit while supporting local talent. Check out the full schedule at uniontownredevelopment.com/storysquare.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Oak Pizza in downtown Uniontown is your one-stop shop for the most unique pizzas in the region. From the masterminds behind the Fat Angelo's franchise, Oak Pizza is the laboratory where the Fat Angelo's food scientists test their creations and let you be the judge. With traditional favorites like pepperoni and buffalo chicken pizzas to more experimental offerings like the sesame seed-infused Mad Pie or the spicy chicken pickle pizza, Oak has you covered. Order today at oakpizzas.com or by calling 724-439-5805. Your taste buds will thank you.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. This is What's WMBS, and who do we have on the phone here?
This is Bill from the banks of the mighty Monongahela River. Good afternoon,
Bill,
there,
how
Russ.
are you today?
I'm doing quite well, sir. Thank you very much for asking. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well.
Good. I have to apologize. I haven't listened to you for a couple of days. I completely forgot about your show being on the air, and I thought I just told my brother today. I said, you know what? I haven't listened to Russ for a couple of days. And
that's quite all right.
And one little comment. You talk about the headphones and so on. Well, the noise, I think you're referring to the one gentleman. He's had it several different occasions. That is pretty loud, and it can be distracting as all heck, because I'm sure it came out on the radio real good, and I heard it quite well. So no offense to him, but I'm just saying it can be distracting any situation like that. So yeah, headphones do help out a lot. I use them as much as I can because they you get your attention pretty quick to what you're listening to.
Yeah. I mean, they're one of the design features is to protect your ears from loud external noises. So you're sitting on your lawnmower, you're running a jackhammer, that type of thing. You're in a factory with a lot of loud noises. So the headphones, they're doing that for us so that we can concentrate on who we're chatting with.
Exactly. And it makes a lot of sense. It wasn't for them things. I don't know how you guys would even be able to be on the air because you'd be talking, hearing each other's voices from other rooms, who knows. I don't know when high school football season starts. Is this week come up or next? It'll be next week, I think.
Next Friday. So a little over a week from now. Laurel Highlands is visiting Uniontown, and so we'll be carrying that game here on I believe, both video and on the radio.
Oh,
I know radio don't. I can't promise that it's on video, but I know we're carrying it on the radio.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm a Charleray Cougar fan from way back since first one-room schoolhouse and the outhouses. So that's how far back we can go. But I just wanted to comment about that because the headphones do help out a lot, and they make your job a lot easier too. Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. You have yourself a great day and a good weekend coming. You're not on this week, are you? Tomorrow?
This is it for the week for me. So be
okay. Well, like I said, I apologize for missing your shows earlier this week, but I got carried on and something else I didn't even think about.
Bill, don't worry about it. You're all good.
Okay.
All right.
You have a good weekend, sir. Thank you.
You're
welcome.
Bill. Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Hey, both lines are open. We got time for a quick little call or a comment if you want to chime in at 724-438-4593. If not, that's okay. We're quickly running out of time, though. Going to head off to Pirate baseball here in about another 50 seconds. So as they take on the Milwaukee Brewers in Milwaukee, by the way. So, But yeah, I'm done for the week. I'll be back again next week. We'll get to do this all over again, and I do have a quick call. Let's see if we can squeeze them in. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ.
Yeah.
There definitely is a tape recorder. This is Ann, Russ.
Yeah, Ann.
And I had a friend from Ohio. I'll tell you real quick. And I asked her. I said, "You have a tape recorder there?" And she says, "Yeah." I said, "Turn it on." It did the same thing as Fred's calls.
Okay. All righty.
So you take care, Fred, and God bless you, and God bless
I got to run. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, this is WMBS Uniontown. It's now time for Pirate Baseball.
It's now time for Pittsburgh Pirates Baseball on your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS, being brought to you today by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, Curtis Pharmacy, Fayette Area Coordinated